Sports Blitz Live is on the air with full coverage of the Auburn Tigers,
Touchdown Auburn!
the Alabama Crimson Tide,
Off to the inside, intercepted Alabama. Touchdown run.
and everything college and high school sports. Now, let's join Andy, Brett, Randy, and Luke for this edition of Sports Blitz Live.
Hello again, everyone, and good Tuesday evening. Welcome into this, the latest edition of Sports Blitz Live. I am Andy Graham alongside Jeremy Jeffco. We'll be with you for the next couple of hours, taking your phone calls, taking your comments, talking about everything going on in the world of sports. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us tonight. No football to talk about.
There's always football to talk about. We could choose whether or not we want to talk about it.
This is true.
But it's there. It's list season, right? You got all these lists, kind of top 5 quarterbacks, top 5 coaches, top 10 this.
This is true.
But preseason rankings, who's going to the playoffs, who's trending up, who's trending down. You know, it's the crazy season.
Who's going to the playoffs already?
Oh, man, there's all people making predictions everywhere. Brett McMurphy made his list of bowl game projections. Had Alabama in the Duke's Mayo Bowl.
Yummy.
Yeah, which I find interesting. Had Auburn in
Birmingham, Shreveport.
no, it was not a playoff game, so it was obviously a second-tier bowl.
Yeah.
Hey,
give me a bowl game. It's been a while.
That's probably a show we should do sometime. What are realistic preseason expectations for every SEC team?
I think that's probably that next week.
As we go into spring.
Yeah, that's
because we got spring starting, 3 weeks in most places, right?
That's about right.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that. Obviously, college basketball going on right now. College baseball just started. College softball just started. There's a lot to talk about. Not a shortage of things we can talk about tonight. I just wanted to start. It's always fun, Alabama, Auburn stuff, but, Bruce Pearl comes out and talk. Now it's Bruce Pearl versus Nate Oates. Right. And Greg Byrne is, last I saw, I don't really get his contribution to this. He said,
he's the athletic director.
I know that, but his comment was, he's reading the Bible or something. Let him who is not without sin cast the first stone. Bruce Pearl's a commentator now.
Right.
That's his job to give a take. If you don't like his take, that's fine.
Let me say this. There is no way in any reasonable world that Bruce Pearl is going to be taken as a fair and unbiased mediator in any situation involving Alabama.
True.
Because he's the former Auburn coach.
True.
If you were asking Wimp Sanderson about some controversy with Auburn basketball, if he were talking about somebody else, everybody would go, well, did you hear Bruce Pearl's take? Not a big deal. But this obviously is a little different.
Well, but again, he's got to give a take. And if you don't like his take, that's fine. But he's got to give a take because that's his job now.
One thing I thought was interesting about his take, he doesn't care about the SEC. What damn coach in the Southeastern Conference is going, well, this would help my basketball team, but I really care about the SEC. What? Bruce can miss me with that one.
Yeah.
I ain't buying that.
Oh, come on, JJ.
Yeah, I know. He was more interested in doing what was right for the conference.
Absolutely.
And the good of college basketball.
Of course. What Betty Acco no longer a part of Alabama's basketball program?
Interestingly enough, he continues to practice with the team and is still going to school. As Oates put it, they're trying to help him with his development, put some weight back on him that he had lost in the G League and stuff like that, which I think is fine. Thought the judge's decision was probably the right one, but I'm kind of like Jay Billis on this, right? And Billis made this point over the weekend. The NCAA is going to have to come up with a consistent and solid set of rules on who is eligible and who is not. This guy played pro ball. He's not eligible. But this guy played pro ball, but he is eligible.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
well, if you didn't sign a two-way contract.
right, if you were a G League player, but then you were going to the G League, but then Europe offered you more money to go there instead, so you didn't sign the two-way deal, so now you can come back. But you didn't get offered more money by Europe, by a European team, so you stayed in the G League, therefore it's all of that. It's just, this is an NCAA problem, and I feel the same way about football. I actually think Trinidad Chambliss deserved his medical redshirt year based on all the facts that came out in the case. But Joey Aguilar does not need an 8th year of college eligibility.
No.
Because he played 2 years at JUCO. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Well, that's the Diego Pavia deal, right?
Which is still going through court proceedings.
Okay.
What Aguilar is trying to get is not that you can get the extra year because you're in JUCO. What he's trying to get is an injunction that allows him to play while the court cases are being heard, and that will run out the clock, as they say.
Yeah.
So it was, it's kind of the same thing in the Bedianco case. If the judge had come up and said, well, we're not going to take the opportunity for him to earn money away from him while you go through this court case, because the court case is still going on. What the judge said was he doesn't permanently lose an opportunity because he can sue the NCAA for damages equal to what Alabama would have paid him if he played the whole year.
Right.
So that was the judge's remedy on the case, which is fine, a perfectly reasonable remedy. I think
actually makes some sense.
Yeah, I think everybody's, I think everybody's frustration with it is that you don't know. From case to case, player to player, you don't know.
Well, would it be better to have a one person like a commissioner
Yeah,
of
that
college
idea was
football?
floated by Mike Elko the other day.
Yeah.
Said they desperately need. One thing that was interesting over the weekend.
Well, why would that change anything?
The conference commissioners would all have to get in a room, and, the university presidents.
Would this commissioner be separate and apart from the NCAA, or would he be basically the president of the NCAA?
Well, it needs to be because the NCAA doesn't run postseason for college football anyway. To me, it's the 10 conference commissioners that have to get together and act like NFL owners, right? Hire a commissioner.
Yeah.
He's going to enforce the rules. That is his job, and his final say goes. It's conference commissioners and university presidents, and hire a commissioner. I think it would be a good start, but you're going to have to get some legislative help. I don't know if you saw this story over the weekend, but Urban Meyer and Nick Saban played golf over the weekend with Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis, and Urban Meyer said after the thing it was like an opportunity to discuss some of the needs of college athletics, right? And so that's
love him or hate him, Donald Trump can get things done.
Well, either way, he's the president, right?
Yeah.
Right? Why would you? I mean, there's only one,
right?
So it's like if this were 3 years ago, it'd have been Biden. You know what I mean? But it's
now. I don't think Biden would even know what the sport is.
Well, but you go when you need government help. You go to who runs the government.
True.
That's
And if you get access to the president, I mean
it's
we're talking about college
start
football.
Because I think then you could ask him, hey, can you maybe put a little pressure on some of your people to move in Congress, right? Because it's going to take congressional action. The president can't. These executive orders ain't worth the paper they're written on.
No.
But you've got to get legislation.
Well, you've got several guys in Congress trying to put bills forth, and they can't agree on anything. If you had one voice that could wrangle, like you said, the commissioners, and just go to the NCAA, go to the government or Congress and say, look, I don't know if you can demand it, but you can forcefully say, look, do you want college football to actually continue to exist? If you do, give us antitrust the same that we have that you gave the NFL.
There's one big complication, and that is that you do not have a unified voice representing the student athletes. And, in the NFL, you have the NFL Players Association.
Right.
And the Players Union is very powerful. They have a lot of negotiating power. And each team has a player rep, right? And so forth, so on. You don't have that in college athletics, and with so many different sports and so many different schools.
And so many different players.
Yeah, I don't know how you put that together because both sides have to have representation in order for you to, come to any kind of collective bargaining agreement. Both sides have to have representation.
Well, you can't make a rule. I mean, the NCAA, and again, people have lament the NCAA. You see, they make a rule, and then somebody just sues, and then so how do you stop that? Well,
I don't think you're never going to stop anybody from suing, but Tom Mars is the attorney that keeps beating them in court over and over. Won the Trinidad Chambliss case here recently. He said that their major screw up was that had they incorporated 20 years ago, then these court cases wouldn't be held in state courts; they'd be held in federal court, and so the ruling would apply nationwide.
Right.
Not on a case-by-case, state-by-state basis, because states all have different laws governing this stuff. So, again, an NCAA problem, something they didn't do, they should have done. And again, they try to avoid the court cases by going, okay, well, we can justify this one, or we can justify that one, but not this one. And you just can't do it that way.
No.
When you have rules, sometimes the rules are going to screw somebody over. That's going to happen, right? A kid's going to lose a year of eligibility he probably shouldn't have lost because of Rule A or Rule B.
Yeah.
But you've got to have the rule because it's
you
it's a greater
can't satisfy
good
everybody.
Yeah, it's a greater good kind of thing. Like I said, Trinidad Chambliss thing, what turned my head on it was that his coach in 2022 at Ferris State told him that he was getting a medical red shirt and that they weren't going to play him because he'd had the problem with was it a sinus infection or a tonsillitis? It was tonsillitis.
Okay.
Had a severe tonsillitis that caused him some respiratory issues. He had lost some weight, wasn't able to practice, work out. And so the coach told him, yeah, we're gonna do a medical red shirt on you this year. But then they didn't do the paperwork, okay, on the medical red shirt. So then, he comes back, he's going, well, no, I've got a medical red shirt year. They're like, well, the NCAA goes, well, no, Ferris State didn't do the proper paperwork, and you didn't do the proper paperwork, and so
got to cross your guys and dot your teeth.
Yeah, and on this one, I'm like, wait a minute. He was 19 years old in his second year in college, and you're telling me that he needs to follow behind the administration to make sure they did proper paperwork? So
Yeah.
On that one, I'm kind of with Trinidad on there.
That makes sense. That's a fair point. All right, we're just getting started. Would love to get your contribution, 256-234-6221. Give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind. More to come right after this.
Sportz Auto Sales, Highway 280 in Kellyton, Alabama is home-owned and home-operated. If you're looking for tires, they have it. If you're looking for a vehicle, they have them. Great selection. Always out looking for more just for you, the customer. And if you're looking for service, whether you buy the vehicle from them or whether you buy the vehicle somewhere else, they do service work and got a great crew there. Keep us in mind. Don't you go by Sportz Auto Sales on Highway 280 in Kellyton today.
Craving pizza done right? Come to Lake Martin Pizza, where flavor meets the lake, with 2 locations, 63 South in Alexander City and Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Grab a 14 or 18-inch specialty pizza or build your own masterpiece. Go half and half your way. In a hurry, stop in for our lunch specials. Hot, fresh pizza by the slice, served daily. We've got more than just pizza. Try our fresh salads, cheesy breadsticks, garlic knots, and sweet cinnamon twists. Lake days, game nights, or family dinners, Lake Martin Pizza hits the spot every time.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill in Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
Here at Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply, we value what truly makes a home, And that's why we're proud to offer America's #1 brand of siding and exterior products. James Hardie creates possibilities with an array of colors and textures. We offer the full line of James Hardie products, from Hardie plank to artisan siding and everything in between, giving you, our customer, options to have the best. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply, local since 1984.
Ready for an unforgettable escape? Jump into adventure at Lake Martin, Alabama. From thrilling water sports to peaceful fishing spots, it's love at first bite every time you cast your line. Want more excitement? Catch an event with our vibrant festivals, concerts, and fishing tournaments all year long. And when the sun sets, dive downtown to discover local shops, delicious dining, and warm southern hospitality. Explore Lake Martin, where every moment is an adventure waiting to happen.
Zaxby's birthday cake milkshakes are back. Just in time for Zaxby's 35th birthday, so they're gifting you half-off handcrafted milkshakes. Happy birthday to us all. Zaxby's handcrafted milkshakes. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer availability. Eligibility may vary.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and Jay with you, and JJ with you here. We are brought to you each and every Tuesday evening by JR's Sports Bar and Grill. Great place to get some tremendous food in the downtown Alexander City area. If you're in this neck of the woods, I would definitely recommend giving them a go for lunch or dinner. The food is tremendous. We've eaten them out of house and home. They've been a long-time sponsor, and we have eaten a lot of food.
The burgers are really good.
I love the mushroom. That's my go-to.
Mushroom Swiss?
Mushroom Swiss burgers. Homemade chips.
Yeah.
But the wings are delicious. I've had those. I've pretty much had everything on the menu, but it's all good. So JR Sports Bar and Grill, they've been around here for 27 years, I think, in the same location. Go and check them out. You will definitely be glad that you did. Auburn comes across, they get making it a prediction for Carlos May, a 4-star defensive lineman. That's the new prediction. Big-time defensive lineman here. So starting out pretty good in the Alex Golish era, at least. But, I mean, what are all these? I don't even – commitments mean nothing. So
until December.
I don't even – these things I announce it, but I don't really care about predictions.
Commitments
like
are good. What a commitment really means right now, 8 months ahead of signing day, is that you're firmly in the lead for that play.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think it's good. All right, Alabama and Arkansas will be getting it on tomorrow, 6 o'clock on ESPN. Alabama now 17-7, 8-4. Arkansas 19-6, 9-3. Both these teams ranked. Arkansas 20th. Alabama sneaks into the top 25. Arkansas has turned it around. They started a little shaky, but they have turned it around, started playing extremely well. Alabama just dropped one, but they're playing pretty well too.
Winners are 4 in a row for Alabama, 3 in a row for Arkansas. So these are two teams on a bit of a heater right now. So
tell me a little bit about this matchup. What do you think about it?
You've got the two guys everybody's going to look at, Acuff at Arkansas and LeBaron Philon at Alabama.
Yeah.
LeBaron Philon, I think, is still leading the SEC in scoring. In fact, he is 1/10 of 1 point ahead of Acuff at Arkansas.
So they cancel each other out. It's the other guys.
And, the interesting thing with this Alabama team that has been different from some past teams, they don't turn the ball over as much as some past Alabama teams. And that's probably a credit to Philon and to Aiden Holloway, the two guards, for just kind of taking care of the basketball.
Yeah.
Also, I think Alabama's improved as Aiden Sherrill has gotten better. He's becoming a factor down low instead of just being a body down low. And then the freshman that I don't think anybody saw coming. I mean, Amari Allen was not like a 5-star McDonald's All-American recruit. He was a well thought of recruit, but not a superstar recruit. But he looks like he's going to be, you'll count yourself fortunate if you get one more year out of him.
Arkansas got, Auburn played them just a couple of games ago. Long and lean. They got a lot of athleticism. Mm-hmm. They don't shoot the light. I mean, they don't shoot the lights out.
Right.
So, and it's in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. The friendly confines. They shoot the ball extremely well there in the hangar. But you look at these teams; they're fairly well matched up. Mm-hmm. I think Alabama rebounds a little bit better than I thought they would this year.
Yeah, it's still a struggle. I mean, it's still a little bit of a struggle. But like I said, Amari Allen's been a big part of that. Aiden Sherrill's come on lately, and so that's helped. I don't know if they're going to get anything this year out of Noah Williamson. Comes in. I forget what G6 he transferred from, but he was player of the year in his conference last year. Big, rangy, scoring threat, averaged like 17 a game last year, and just has not translated at all to SEC play. So I don't know if they're going to get anything out of Williamson this year or not, or if he's just somebody's going to take up some minutes to give Sherrill a breather. Alabama's had to play a little more small ball lately, so. We'll see. I think it'll come down to kind of the same thing that a lot of Alabama games come down to: how well are they shooting it, and can they rebound some and not just get dominated down there?
Yeah.
If they don't allow the other team, like, it's going to be very tough for Alabama to hang with anybody like a Florida, an Arizona, a Michigan, a Purdue. With some of these bigs out there. They're just it's very tough for them to have it. But I think they can play with most other teams because I think they have enough to do that. They just don't have those bigs to get you.
Still scoring almost 92 points a game. Mm-hmm. I mean, and that's Nate Oates' game. Of course, they give up almost 84 points a game, which is most of the, higher than anybody else.
I heard a thing, Oates talking about this, and it's interesting. He doesn't look at, like, points per game. That's not a stat he even looks at because he understands their style of play. When Alabama's style of play is they want as many possessions as they can get, and that means that the other team is going to get a lot of possessions also.
Yeah.
So he looks at it as a points per possession metric instead of a points per game. Because of the number of possessions that go back and forth.
Okay.
Which I think if you're going to play that style, that's how you have to, right? I mean, you have to measure it because I can't expect my team to hold teams to 68 points a game when I'm giving them, 35% more possessions per game than other teams. I can't expect that.
Alabama, they're averaging scoring 30 buckets a game, so they're scoring a whole lot more than most.
Yeah, 30,
and that's his
32s game. And 13 threes, right?
Yes. 13 threes, and that's probably the biggest number. Averaging 13 threes, that's their game. That's what they do.
That's 39 points a game. That'll win some basketball.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So we'll see what happens, but should be a good matchup. And again, that one tomorrow at 6 o'clock on ESPN.
I think what makes it interesting is Arkansas right now sitting at 9-3 in conference play, Alabama at 8-4, with a group of teams that are 8-4.
Yep.
That includes, I guess A&M is in that group, right? Who's in that group? No,
that is
Kentucky, Alabama, Tennessee, and
Vanderbilt. Yeah,
are all at 8-4. So if Alabama can beat Arkansas, hold serve at home, they would then pull Arkansas back to that fourth loss. And then you start thinking about, okay, now we've got a legitimate shot at finishing second in the conference.
Right.
So I think that's kind of what they're looking at.
And Florida, I thought, that they were kind of struggling early in the year, and now that they've just kind of found their way to the top yet again. And one of those two losses, the Auburn Tigers.
Yeah, and I know we're going to talk about Auburn in the next segment, that game tomorrow night. A lot of interesting stuff going on there. I do think it would be like if you're Arkansas, Alabama, Tennessee, or Vanderbilt, or Kentucky, you're thinking, I've got to get that 2 seed in the SEC tournament because I don't want to have to play Florida until the final. Right? I don't want to have to play them until the final.
Yeah. Auburn will draw them first game. No doubt.
So, where you finish in the standings determines when you got to play Florida. And I think a lot of people are going to want to avoid that until Sunday if they can.
You're probably right. We'll go ahead and take another break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Lake Martin now has a global connection for the best in pre-owned vehicles. The all-new Global Auto Exchange is now open on Cherokee Road in Alex City next to Cazador's Restaurant and is excited to serve Lake Martin with the finest pre-owned car, truck, and SUV selection at the market's most competitive prices and most versatile finance options. Global Auto handpicks all their inventory, and with 4 lots in the region, they have a selection that won't be beat. Whether pre-owned luxury to affordable work truck, Global Auto has the vehicle for you. We reward good credit and can work with Challenge Credit to get you the ride you want. Visit the all-new Global Auto on Cherokee Road, Alex City for the best selection, pricing, and inventory.
Satterfield Outdoor Living is Lake Martin's trusted friend for your outdoor land and leisure needs. We're the region's authorized Skag mower dealer for residential and commercial lawns and offer all the small engine accessories you need with top lines of Steel, Echo, Shindaiwa, Husqvarna, and Metabo products that can tame any landscape. Satterfield is also your grill headquarters with Big Green Egg Grill, and our pros service everything in-house and back up all sales. Get the Satterfield Outdoor difference on Highway 280 right across from Tallapoosa Ford.
Hillaby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hillaby Towers in Alexander City.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and JJ here with you. I always like to remind you about our sponsors here on the show tonight. We're brought to you each and every Tuesday evening by Sunshine Heating and Air. For all your heating and cooling needs, give them a call today. Kevin Kill and his crew are professional, absolutely hardworking, do whatever they can to accommodate you. So go and check them out for all your heating and cooling needs. That's Sunshine Heating and Air. Auburn and Mississippi State tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Whew, I don't like these late games.
I don't think you can overstate how important this game is for Auburn.
Losers of 4 straight. You got to turn this thing around. If you got, I mean, right now Auburn is still, as of today, and we'll talk about this,
projecting as an 8 seed.
As an 8 seed, but that you're getting close to the bubble.
Yeah,
you're right. But they've played the most difficult schedule in the country. Literally.
There are
and I'm not
6
just,
games
that's
left.
not hyperbole.
6 games left. You go on the road and lose to a bad Mississippi State team. And then you're going to have to win 4 of your last 5 to get to 500.
I think you got to, I think you probably need to go 4-2 to feel comfortable in the tournament.
Yeah, 4-2 gets you to 500 in the league. And that I think 500 in the league is going to get you in the tournament this year. But I'm not sure that 8-10 does.
If you go 3-3, you're going to need to win at least 2 in the SEC tournament. And even then, it may be up for grabs. I don't know, but this you don't like to say, and I hate to say must win, but I'm going to say it's a must win.
You can't. When you're coming down the stretch, you're fighting for a tournament berth. You can't lose to bad teams.
I don't think you can expect to win against Kentucky, even at home, this year, right now, with this team.
You give it a shot, but you can't expect it.
Right. Now, I mean, you expect to beat LSU and Ole Miss at home.
Yes.
You got a chance to beat Alabama on the road. You got. And you expect to beat Mississippi State for sure. But, the biggest question of all is Keyshawn Hall going to play? Jim and I talked about this today, and that's what everybody's talking about. Stephen Pearl talked to the media today and was not, overly forthcoming with information. His quote was, he had a great practice yesterday, and he's going out there getting shots up right now. Hope for another great practice today. Now, if he's practicing with a team, clearly he's expected to be back. You just don't know when.
Right.
But, and I don't know what he did, don't know why he's, what the suspension was for. They said it was not for, anything. It was something that happened off the court. So, but when you're fighting for wins and you got to have the win, I mean, I appreciate the principle,
sure.
And wanting to set a standard. But
Stephen Pearl's in a difficult situation on this because people do expect to win. They do expect him to be in the tournament.
Yeah.
At the same time, and this is why coaching changes are hard, even if you have the same last name.
Yeah.
And we're on the staff. Because those players, keep in mind the timing of Bruce's retirement.
Yeah.
None of those players committed to Auburn thinking they were going to play for head coach Stephen Pearl. They committed to play for Bruce Pearl.
That is true.
There is a transition that has to happen where it goes from Bruce's team to Stephen's team. It may not happen this year. It may be a next year thing.
Just because they have the same name doesn't mean the coach is the same.
And personalities are different. Nobody has the same personality. Players are going to react to him differently. It's a new coach, a young coach. Players are going to test him. I think we're seeing the difficulty of a coaching change. And coaching changes in any sport, with very few exceptions, there's a transition period, and it takes a little time to get where you want to get.
Well, you see these matchups. I mean, Mississippi State, again, you talked about it.
Auburn plays 4 bad basketball teams in the last 6 games.
Not great.
Mississippi State, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, LSU are not good. Not one of them is good.
Oklahoma's had a lot of close losses, but a lot of losses.
There are a lot of losses.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's none of those I think are good teams. So, they've got 2 good teams left on the schedule, which is Kentucky and Alabama. So even if you just take care of the trash, right? Just take out the trash. You do that, you're 9-9, and you're probably tournament bound.
Without Keyshawn Hall, though, I'm not sure we're a whole lot better than those trash teams.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest.
We'll see. I still think Pettiford. part of this, too.
If Pettiford's going to give us 25 to 30 a night.
If I were an Auburn fan, this would drive me crazy. How are we this far into the season? There are 13 scholarship players at Auburn, right?
I believe so.
Okay, because that's the normal number, right? 13?
Yep.
How in the world are you this late in the season with 7 people playing? And we can say,
Magwood's a discipline problem, apparently.
Yeah.
Oporum hurt. So it's a combination of he's already had to sit a Pettiford in the first half or coming off the bench for a couple of games. Now you lose, Hall for a game or two. It's been discipline. It's been bad luck. It's been injury. So yeah, it's been a trying season.
It has, and I think. Look, I think. I don't think anybody needs to be panicking. I think Stephen Pearl's still got a chance to be a good coach at Auburn. But this is just. It's been a difficult year, and I'm not sure that it's going to get much better until he has some roster turnover and guys that he put there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we see this in football a lot too. Even guys who come in and hell, Kalen DeBoer, let's take for example. Kalen DeBoer went 9-3 in his first year. Lost a bowl game, goes 9-4. Lost 30 players to the portal when Saban retired, and about half of the recruiting class that Saban had coming in. So you take that together, it's about 45 players gone. And it comes in second year, goes 10-2, but you still had issues, right? You still had some of the Saban guys. Well, now I think there's 3 guys left on the roster that played a football game for Nick Saban. So now he can say, okay, got my guys, made some staff changes, did this, and I think Stephen Pearl's going to have to get to that too.
Oh yeah, and that doesn't in this day and age that will happen in 1 year. It can.
Yeah,
especially
I would expect,
especially with the basketball.
I would expect more roster turnover at Auburn this offseason than you would otherwise have expected. For that reason.
Yeah, Keyshawn Hall's a senior, so you're going to lose him either way. But
figure Pettiford's probably gone.
I would imagine.
And it wouldn't surprise me if some guys you didn't think would be leaving hit the portal. You know what I mean? And you go out and you find some guys who want to do it your way and you bring them in.
Yeah. Again, it'll be a game time decision. I don't know. Maybe he'll hold it close to the vest, and we'll just see Keyshawn Hall. He'll either be in uniform or he won't, or he'll either trot out on the court or he won't.
Right.
But that is a huge deal, and just because he plays, it doesn't guarantee anything, but it'll go a long way in helping this team win and win the games they need to down the stretch here. All right, we're up against another break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after these important messages.
You've dreamed about the perfect house, a place to call your own, and a place to not only stretch out, but to grow. Auto Owners protects your house because to you, it's home. That's simple human sense. Happy to help, man. I was just over there talking to myself anyway.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We're located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
With football here, Martin's at Lake Martin is ready with the lake's best place for sports, fun, and entertainment. With your favorite teams on over 20 big screens. And Martin's is now open 7 days a week. Monday, trivia night. Tuesday, open cornhole tournaments. Wednesday, free pool. Thursday, our huge bingo night with food trucks. And every Friday and Saturday, live entertainment with food trucks. Sunday, enjoy NFL ticket with hot dogs and chili. This football season, make the best game plan. Go to Martin's on 34 in Dadeville, where every hour is happy hour.
There's only one clear choice in the Lake Martin area for plumbing, heating, and air. That's All Clear Plumbing and Air. Our professionally trained technicians offer full service repair and installation on all major brands. From drips to water heaters, thermostats to entire air conditioning and heating systems, and everything in between. Our fast, reliable, and guaranteed top-notch customer service will keep you informed and up to speed through the entire process. Call us today or look for us on Facebook and Instagram at All Clear Plumbing and Air, 256-496-2056. License number 19172.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live on this Tuesday evening. Thank you so much for all of you out there joining us. 256-234-6221. Give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind if you'd like to discuss any of the things that we have been talking about or bring up a new subject. We'd love to hear from you. The SEC tonight, South Carolina and Florida. Florida up by 20 now on South Carolina. That one was a 10-point game at the half. Georgia and Kentucky beginning at 8, and LSU and Texas at 8 as well tonight.
LSU, I've been seeing a lot of smoke about LSU wanting to fire the coach and try to go get Will Wade back.
Well, I mean, they're looking at it now going, why did we fire him?
You're right.
What did he do wrong? Oh, he was just ahead of his time.
Right. He was ahead of his time, yes.
Like Hugh Freeze. He was ahead of his time.
So, look, it feels like a chalk night with the possible exception. I think Georgia could push Kentucky a little bit. But that game is at Rupp, so it wouldn't surprise me if they didn't.
They've been a little vulnerable at Rupp, more so this year than normal.
Yeah.
But
I don't think Kentucky fans are sold on Mark Pope.
No, I don't think so.
And rightfully so. But
let him get to the Final Four, and they'll be
see what happens in the tournament before you start. Now if he starts getting bounced in the round of 32, gonna be a little different.
Yeah. Matchups tomorrow night: Arkansas at Alabama. We mentioned Ole Miss at A&M, Oklahoma at Tennessee, Vandy at Missouri, and of course Auburn at Mississippi State.
Real chance for a couple of teams to get right. One being Texas A&M.
Mm-hmm.
Buckyball has hit a little bit of a wall lately.
It has,
and they desperately need a win right now. And Ole Miss may be the perfect cure for that. Ole Miss 3-9 in the conference.
I would have thought that guy would have done better at Ole Miss.
And me and you, it's Chris Beard, right?
Chris Beard, yeah,
he and you both
took Texas Tech to the Final Four.
Yeah. He's one, like, no matter how bad this season craters, I'm holding on to it because this may just be a blip. You know what I mean?
This is what, year 2 or
2, I believe.
3, 2?
I think it's 2.
Okay.
But I'm going to roll the dice on this one another year if I'm Ole Miss.
Okay.
I would. Unless Andy Kennedy wants to come home or something.
Yeah, maybe so. Right now, bracketology with Joe Lunardi. This is the bracketology.
Yes.
Not just some random Joe. Your four top seeds right now look like Michigan. This is just as of today, which means nothing. but it's interesting to talk about. Midwest, you got Michigan, number 1 seed. The East, you got Duke, number 1 seed. UConn, number 1 in the South, and Arizona, number 1 in the West. All 4 of those teams, outstanding.
Just really, really good.
Tremendous teams. That makes a lot of sense. The last team in right now, San Diego State. The first team out, the Missouri Tigers. Interesting. So Missouri right now 17-8, 7-5 in the league. The first team out. Auburn is 14-11, 5-7, number 8 seed. You're seeing a reward for the scheduling.
You are, and that's one of the things that I think college basketball does really well is they pay attention to the metrics. It's not just your record, right? This is why, when people talk about Notre Dame and USC canceling their series, we talk about Alabama and Ohio State canceling theirs. This is why, because the college football committee counts losses. And they just go, well, you got 3 losses, so you're out. It's like Texas said there last year, like, we went to the horseshoe and lost by 1 possession to Ohio State. And they're like, well, but 3 losses, sorry, you're out. It's like, so why would you play that guy? I guarantee you Texas won't schedule another series like that. They're going to get the return game this year. They need a win in that game. But, it's that's one of the things that basketball gets right with the RPI and the net rankings and that sort of thing is really looking at, like I always like in football season, right? I look at the committee's ranking and I look at the top 25, but the one that I really like to look at is the strength of record.
Yeah.
To me, strength of record tells you everything you need to know, and it's that way about. Like, there's no reason just looking at wins and losses for Texas A&M to be a 10 seed and Auburn to be an 8.
No.
You have to look deeper than just wins and losses. And I think basketball does a pretty good job of that. So
going from one year to the next, last year Auburn got, the SEC got, 14 teams into the tournament, and you had littered in the top 10, and you had, throughout the top 25. This year, only 4 teams ranked in the top 25, and the top-ranked team is 12th. You got 19, 20, and 25. Just from one season to the next, these things fluctuate, but you wouldn't think it would fluctuate that much.
Yeah,
would you call it a down year?
Luke and I talked about this last week. To me, there are 11 teams that deserve to be contending for a tournament spot in the SEC.
Okay.
But I can't with a straight face look at Mississippi State, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, LSU, and South Carolina and think that any of them deserve a tournament.
Oh, no.
So it's not the SEC's fault that those teams stink this year. It is what it is. I think Florida may wind up being just about as good as they were. It would not shock me if Florida keeps improving, makes a deep run, and wins another one. That could happen.
They ain't winning a national title this year.
That could happen.
They're not winning.
I'm telling you, that could happen.
They ain't beating Michigan. They ain't beating the Michigan or Arizona team that I've seen.
Have you seen Florida's front court?
I have.
Well, okay.
Saw them real good.
Yeah.
Auburn went down there and beat them.
It's one game.
I get it.
It's one game in a 35-game season.
I get it.
I'm just saying, don't be surprised. It wouldn't surprise me if Arkansas made a deep tournament run. I could see Alabama Sweet 16, maybe Elite 8, right? I don't think A&M's going far. Tennessee with Rick Barnes, it's an enigma. You never know.
They go to the Sweet 16
but they go to the Sweet 16, and then, we'll see what Kentucky has, and we'll see,
Right now, they've got Vandy as a 4 seed, Tennessee as a 6 seed in the Midwest. Alabama is a 4 seed, Texas is a 9 seed in the East. Florida as a 3 seed, Auburn as an 8 seed, Texas A&M is a 10 seed in the South, and Arkansas is a 5 seed, Kentucky's a 6 seed, Georgia as a 10 seed in the West. That is today. Things will change, obviously, with 6 more games remaining. But there's your six? There's your 10 teams.
Who can move up in that list? I mean, I think Florida can get.
Florida could move up to a 2 seed. I think.
Arkansas at a 5, they definitely can move up. Starting with a win tomorrow night, they go to Tuscaloosa, get a win tomorrow night. I think they're probably a 4 at that point.
Yeah.
I think Alabama could move up.
I think they could move to a 3. I don't know if they could go.
And 3 is about as high as they could.
I think that,
and that's giving them wins against Arkansas and Tennessee down the stretch probably, and maybe a playing on Sunday in the SEC tournament, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there are teams that could move up in that list, and
Auburn could certainly, if they went out, Auburn could move up, but
yeah,
that's a tall order.
I think Auburn could get as high as a 6 if they finish the season strong.
Yeah,
based on their strength of schedule, you know what I mean. So maybe get as high as a 6 seed if they
went out. I'd give them a 5. I'd think about.
You think they get the 5? Would you want the 5? Makes you susceptible to that 5-12
Yes,
upset.
it does. But we've been a 5-12 before, though. We've won that one, I think. So we'll see. We got to take another break. Don't go anywhere. More of Sports Blitz Live is on the way right after this.
Two Rivers Lumber Company has a proud heritage in the state of Alabama and is excited to announce we are opening a new facility in the Lake Martin area late 2025. Our company specializes in southern yellow pine dimension lumber, and we plan to employ over 150 in our new community of Lake Martin. Two Rivers Lumber Company is a family-run business with over 45 years of service to the state. And we are happy to become a part of the Lake Martin community and want to wish the best of luck to all area athletic teams in all competitions. Two Rivers Lumber, Lake Martin's newest community partner, coming soon.
Russell Medical Total Fitness is ready. Are you? Do you have arthritis? They can help. Pilates are for everyone. Ask them about the Silver Sneakers program. Get moving in a class now, or if you prefer, personal training on land and water are available. They have invested in new equipment for you. Invest in yourself with a dedicated and knowledgeable staff. Call today, 256-329-7623.
What makes Zaxby's Giant Chicken Finger Quesadilla so giant? Crispy fingers, sauce, and melty cheese. Zaxby's Giant Chicken Finger Quesadillas. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer availability, and eligibility may vary.
If you listen carefully, you'll hear the roads of Alabama calling. And Sarah Honda has your answer. Serving you for over 40 years with one of the largest Honda and pre-owned inventories in the state and the Sarah Promise. Our best deal when you buy or trade, a 72-hour exchange policy, a no-hassle trade-in promise. Written offers are good for 7 days. And our best service promise. Our factory-certified technicians help keep your vehicle running smoothly. That's why Alabama can be yours to discover in a new vehicle from Sarah Honda in Sylacauga.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. One more segment left in the first hour of tonight's program. Thank you so much for being with us. Let's do a little true or false, JJ. I'm bumping this up.
Oh, okay. I like it. True or false?
The NBA should embrace tanking to make teams better. This from Mark Cuban. He says, look, this is the way NBA is supposed to work. True or false?
I'm just gonna go false.
Yeah, I mean the whole idea of why would you play your stars? Why that upsets the fans? That's ridiculous. That's the dumbest thing I think I've ever heard. What are you talking about? I get the point. And now, I get the idea that, that's the whole point, that you want to try to make teams better through the draft. But, come on, man.
Yeah, if you're bad, you're bad. You got a chance to get better if you draft well.
Yeah. Why do you try to be bad? That really doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Well, if we're bad for 4 straight years, we'll get 4 great players. It just doesn't. It doesn't always make you better. Ask Cleveland. Ask the Jets.
You're bad for a reason, really. Poor coaching.
Poor front office decisions.
Poor front office, yeah. Not a lot of money. There's.
Yeah, that's. Plus, I can't. If I were a fan of any team that I felt like was intentionally dropping games, that would infuriate me as a fan.
I'm with you.
I buy your stuff. I watch your games. I go to games. Whenever.
I used to buy your tickets.
Yeah, I used to buy your tickets. But if you're going to intentionally lose, I don't care if you go, we're thinking long term. I don't want to hear it. Go out there and win every game you can win.
Yeah. Walt Weiss was the right choice as the Braves' new manager.
This is also false.
Ooh.
And I don't dislike Walt Weiss, and I'm rooting for Walt Weiss.
Yeah.
But I really, really thought this was Ross's team. I wanted David Ross. I was rooting for David Ross. I just had a gut feeling it was going to be David Ross, and then it wasn't.
Yeah.
So I'm a little disappointed in the choice. I don't hate you, Walt. I'm hoping for good things.
Did he keep the same staff basically?
I
didn't
know.
even know.
I know. I remember reading when they added some guys, so I don't think it's all the same. No.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
I think same pitching coach.
I did a little kind of cursory review of the lineup and everything today, and the rotation, and
do the Braves need to examine what they're doing with pitchers?
Well,
or is it just bad luck?
I don't know. This season is obviously going to hinge largely on the health of Sale and Strider. If those two guys can stay healthy and pitch well, you got a chance to be pretty good.
Yeah.
Like Ronaldo at the 3, I think he's okay, and then your 4 and 5 is going to be what it'll be. They did make a couple of bullpen moves. I'm okay with.
Yeah.
You still got the core, and I define the core as Acuna, Albies, Riley, and Olsen. I would consider that kind of the core. Picked up a nice shortstop, also a utility player, can play some second. So that I like some of the moves the Braves have done, and if you're reading on some of the major league kind of sites and stuff, a lot of people talk about the Braves as a potential sort of breakout candidate this year.
Okay.
That could jump up and win the division, win 85, 90 games.
Okay. And finally, baseball needs a salary cap like the NFL.
I think this is true. And I can't believe the number of people who argue against that. Because
mostly owners.
It's mostly owners, right? And they're like, well, if I had the Dodgers money, I'd be doing the same thing. Well, I know, but that's why you have rules, right? I'm not saying, look, you don't want every baseball team going, 81-81, right? You don't want everybody going 81-81, but the better run organizations are going to shine through more often than not.
You would think.
I don't think you should have you've got one team spending $11 billion on their roster. You've got 2 or 3 teams spending $90 billion, trillion, and then the next group, and then the next group, and the old Billy Bean thing. There's rich teams, there's poor teams, and there's 50 feet of crap, and then there's us.
Well, you got what 10 years ago, the Royals won a World Series.
Yeah,
it can happen.
Yeah,
with good management.
Yes.
The Royals won one back in the 80s with
I mean, the Dodgers aren't going to win no matter how much they spend. They're not going to win every World Series from now to the end of time.
No.
But I do think it makes your league stronger when you have competitive balance.
Yeah, but the Dodgers seem to add a great player every year.
Yeah.
And they don't lose a lot of great players.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're going to be dominant.
I mean, it is what it is. And I don't know what, obviously Major League Baseball doesn't really have the stomach for a hard cap right now. So, we'll see. I would like to see him do it just because I'd like to see. To me, it's about organizations, right? It's not, money wins titles. Well, organizations should win titles. And when you have rules that are applied fairly and across the board, you're still going to have teams that are going to spend more on their roster than others. But as long as you have a hard cap, you have some competitive balance and a well-run organization. I mean, look, Kansas City is not a major media market.
No.
And they've won, 3 Super Bowls out of the last 8, is it? Whatever it is, out of the last 7. But well-run organization, right? And and so they draft well, and they hire good coaches and good organization, and you win. And that should be the way it works.
Baseball, and people compare everything, say, well, why don't you do it? The NFL is so successful. It's 2 different sports. It's not the same thing. Doesn't work. It's apples and oranges.
Well, it is 2 different sports, but as far as competitive balance goes, that can apply to any sport.
Oh, sure, yeah, but how you get there is, it's a little bit different route, though, right?
Yeah. You're still, I would think even if you had a hard salary cap, it's just like in the NFL, right? Cincinnati doesn't like to spend money. So that's why Joe Burrow never has an offensive line. Right. He gets his $55 million, but they have no money left for an offensive line. So, he winds up getting hurt a lot and then whining about it. Well,
his career won't last very long.
Yeah, so.
All right, that's going to wrap it up, the first hour of tonight's program. But never fear, we'll be back with hour number 2 right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
If you haven't been to Big B Barbecue in Alex City, then you're missing the best barbecue around. Big B has everything from the best pulled or chopped pork, chicken, and beef to cheeseburgers and grilled chicken salads. Bring your friends and family out for a great dinner and sit outside on our beautiful patio, or sit inside and enjoy your meal by the fireplace. So come in and join us and enjoy the best barbecue in the area only at Big B Barbecue, located on Highway 22 West in Alex City.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Glory's Furniture Express, your expressway to savings. Come on, get on board. Glory's Furniture saves you more. We try harder in every way, so drive a little and save today. Glory's Furniture Express, your expressway to savings.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open. Located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area. And they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all. Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
Hi, I'm Abby Guy, Vice President at Riverbank and Trust.
They say that most banks offer the same products, but Riverbank offers something most can't: personal connection. We love getting to know our customers by name and making them feel special with every interaction. It's a feeling of warm hospitality you won't find anywhere else. Experience it for yourself.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and JJ here with you for one more hour in tonight's show. 256-234-6221. Give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind this evening. Talked a lot about basketball in the first hour of tonight's program. Again, Auburn and Alabama both in action tomorrow night. Auburn taking on Mississippi State in Starkville, and Alabama welcoming in, I'm sure, with open arms, the Arkansas Razorbacks. Should be two great games. Florida takes care of South Carolina tonight. Not much trouble there.
No, you wouldn't expect it.
No. And again, we were talking before the show, why can't South Carolina get this thing right? They have been really good in the past, but they've not only been mediocre, they've been like dead last in the league.
Bad. Yeah. They don't have any players.
They have great fan support. They have.
Yeah, there are a lot of things to like at South Carolina, but I'm not really sure. Frank Martin had it rolling there for a little while. Then his team started trending down. They got rid of him. And, I realized he wasn't the most exciting brand of basketball to watch. But
Has he resurfaced anywhere? Huh? Or did he just retire?
He's somewhere, I think.
Okay.
I'll look that up. But I don't know why.
He's too good of a coach to not be coaching somewhere, I think. But, he had really good teams at Kansas State. He's a good basketball coach.
Currently the head coach at UMass.
UMass. Okay. Yeah. There you go.
So there you go.
All right. Well, talked about those. We'll see what happens with those tomorrow night. Georgia and Kentucky about to tip, or maybe just tipped, in the SEC tonight.
And one other game, Oklahoma and Texas.
Right? Oklahoma, Texas, and was it Oklahoma?
Was it Oklahoma?
I think you're right. Yeah, I got it right here. Oklahoma at Tennessee. That's tomorrow.
No, I'm talking about
LSU
tonight.
At Texas A&M.
LSU at Texas.
LSU at Texas tonight. Yeah. LSU at Texas tonight. That's right. Well, it is spring, or it's almost spring. Not quite. We're still in winter.
We got a little ways to go.
But the spring sports have begun. Baseball and softball, college baseball. This is where it hasn't changed in a while. Top 10 SEC baseball teams in the top 25, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the top 10. 7, depending on which poll you look at.
Looks like 12 in the top 25.
12. What did I say?
10.
I said 12.
Yes.
Sorry for the correction. 12 in the top 25, and 6 or 7 in the top 10 of the top 25. There's so many different polls in college baseball, but just complete domination by the SEC in college baseball. Auburn got off to a 3-0 start, taking care of Youngstown State. Alabama took care of Washington State, took 2 of 3, lost the season opener, but took care of business. I know you don't really keep up with college baseball.
No.
I mean, it's yet early, but again, it just shows the domination of this sport by the SEC, and really softball the same way. Both these teams really good. Alabama 9-0 to start out of the gate. has been really good for so many years, and that doesn't appear to be changing in any way. But Auburn got the Malveaux, the husband and wife team, coaching.
Yes.
They started the season 9-2. Coming out of the gate swinging, their offense looks a whole lot better than it has looked in quite a while. It hasn't looked this good. The pitching, we'll see what happens with that. But as far as baseball concerned, Auburn actually behind tonight, taking on Cincinnati in Auburn, down 2-0. So maybe they can pull it out. They did went to the ninth inning down 1-0 against Youngstown State in one of those games and was able to pull that out. So maybe they can pull that out tonight. But Auburn going to a tournament this weekend in California. I'm sorry, Arlington. And Alabama will play Rhode Island in a 3-game series. They'll actually play Samford tomorrow night.
A lot of baseball played up there in Rhode Island.
Yeah, they're actually not – they're better than you'd think.
I just imagine it's hard to practice right now in Rhode Island.
That's one of the reasons why SEC teams dominate so much. It's just simply the weather.
Yeah.
You can practice outdoors.
Well, which is going to also attract better players.
I would think so.
I think it was, what did Saban say on game day a couple of weeks ago? He said, NIL changed the whole landscape for the Big Ten because, before they could pay people, I mean, nobody wants to go up there in that cold weather. Nobody wants to go up north. Why would you go up north? You stay down south. He's like, now I can get paid. I go up north.
There you go. Well, there you go. Pay them enough.
Yeah.
They'll go up there. In softball, Auburn's going out to California. Now, this will tell you they're going to find out a lot about themselves as a softball program when they go up there. The Mary Nutter Classic. They're going to take on number 14 Oregon, number 9 UCLA, BYU, number 21 Washington, Cal State Fullerton, and Cal in this tournament. And Alabama's going to a tournament in Tallahassee, Florida, the Dugout Club Classic. Elon, Florida State, and Dartmouth are in that one. Florida State, number 6 in the country. So it should be both these teams are going to find out a lot about themselves as they move forward, especially this weekend. All right, we got to take another break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
If you're tired of the same old and you're hungry for something really good, then it's time to go to JR's Sports Bar and Grill. JR's has the best fingers and wings around, and their menu is loaded with appetizers, burgers, salads, and so much more. Follow JR's on their Facebook to keep up with their live music events and drink specials. And if after a long day you just want to stay in, remember JR's delivers. Call in your order at 256-329-2328. JR Sports Bar and Grill, 145 Alabama Street in Alexander City. Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard in Montgomery or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
Inspired by the bold bison, Southern Union students blaze new trails every single day. They press forward knowing their SU education will lead them to success. Affordable, accessible, and locally unparalleled. Whether you're transitioning to a university or launching straight into a lucrative career, a degree from SU SDC can help you blaze your path. 3 locations, dedicated faculty and staff, endless possibilities. It's all waiting for you at Southern Union. It's time to venture forward. Register today.
Lee Apparel is your go-to vendor for screen printed and embroidered apparel and promotional products. We print and embroider free custom-made graphics or outsourced designs on everything from t-shirts, headwear, corporate wear, team sportswear, high-end safety apparel, and promotional products. At Lee Apparel, you can always expect quick turnaround time, competitive pricing, friendly customer service, and free in-hands delivery on all orders. Visit us at leeapparel.com to get started.
There's only one clear choice in the Lake Martin area for plumbing, heating, and air. That's All Clear Plumbing and Air. Our professionally trained technicians offer full service repair and installation on all major brands. From drips to water heaters, thermostats to entire air conditioning and heating systems, and everything in between. Our fast, reliable, and guaranteed top-notch customer service will keep you informed and up to speed through the entire process. Call us today or look for us on Facebook and Instagram at All Clear Plumbing and Air, 256-496-2056. License number 19172.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and JJ here with you. About 45 more minutes left in tonight's program. Well, we were just discussing during the break college football. Here's one. Who nailed it in the portal?
Well,
who nailed it in the portal? That'll go a long way to what you were just talking about.
I'm going to go a little bit contrarian in this.
Okay.
Because I think most people are going to say LSU because of the amount of money they spent.
Well, here's bad news.
Yeah.
You know who ESPN has number one?
Who?
The Indiana Hoosiers.
Really?
Yeah. And I think a lot of it has to do with Josh Hoover, quarterback from TCU.
All right, so there's an interesting stat on Hoover. You'll find this interesting, too. And this is what I think part of what is working so well for Cignetti.
He's from the big vacuum.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of longevity Indiana has as a top 5 program, but
right.
I'm going to give them their due for being where they are. But here's one interesting thing. Fernando Mendoza last season led college football in percentage of RPO snaps, okay?
Okay.
Percentage of plays run that were RPOs, 73%.
Smart guy.
So 73% of the plays that Indiana ran last year on offense were RPOs. The next highest was 69%. And guess who that quarterback was?
Hoover.
Josh Hoover.
Interesting.
So, they didn't go chase Mensa. They didn't go chase it. They went, he fits what we do. Get him in here. And Josh Hoover had a great year at TCU. I mean, most people did not have him as I don't think most people had him as a top 5. It's certainly not top 3 portal quarterback. But again, you got the only guy that's close to your former guy in running the style of offense that you run.
Yeah.
So it works.
Hoover was previously committed to the Hoosiers as a high school recruit in 2021. Did not know that.
I didn't know that.
Finally making the move up to Bloomington, to team up with receivers Charlie Becker and Michigan State transfer Nick Marsh for another high-scoring passing attack. So,
and we'll see how that continues to go. Here's the thing, though. If you just take a look at returning production, that's a stat that I like to follow. I think Phil Steele got me hooked on that 25 years ago. But if you just look at returning production, there's a lot of losses for Indiana, too, on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
And a lot of those James Madison guys that came there 2 years ago that had 2 years to play are kind of aging out, right?
Right.
So
unless they get another.
I'm curious to see, because you can go get James Madison guys, but they're not going to be the guys that you coach there.
Right.
So I'm interested to see, now that Cignetti's got to build the roster without that, how that translates going forward.
Number 2, Texas Longhorns.
I 100% agree with that. In fact, I would put Texas at number 1. They got offensive line help. They got defensive line help. They got secondary help. They got running back help. And they added a second top-notch wide receiver. So now you got 2 really good wideouts. Your offensive line should be better. Your defensive line shored up. Your secondary should be improved. You brought in Will Muschamp. That's not a portal addition, but I think it's
he's going to be the DC.
He is. I think that's going to pay dividends. They're going to pay him close to $3 million a year. Texas kind of look. This is their last year with Arch Manning. They'll never have a better opportunity. I think it's national title or bust for Texas this year.
Yeah. Cam Coleman, their top one. Notre Dame, number 3.
Didn't really follow a lot of what they did in the portal, but
defensive tackle Tion Gray, their top portal addition. Gray was one of the young defensive linemen.
They added an Alabama guy, Keon Keeley.
Came from Oregon. 6'6", 336-pound interior. He only had 18 tackles, but then again, you just want him to be a mob up front.
You want him to require double teams.
Yeah. Number 4, the Georgia Bulldogs.
I love what Georgia did. They added a 6'4" receiver from Georgia Tech who should help with that downfield passing game, which is the one area that Gunnar Stockton's got to improve on if they're going to take the next step.
Amaris Williams.
And I love the addition of Amaris Williams. You and I talked about that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, their top portal addition.
Look, what they were missing last year defensively, as good as they were, they did not have a twitchy edge guy.
Yeah.
Amaris Williams gives them a twitchy edge guy to get after the quarterback, and I don't see how that doesn't help them. So, yeah, I love what Georgia has coming back. I love their quarterback. Obviously, I think they have the best coach in the game. I love what they have coming back on both sides of the ball, and they make good additions. Georgia, to me, would be number 1 going into the season, maybe.
Well,
1, 2, or 3. They're not getting out of my top 3 until they lose a game.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Number 5, the Oregon Ducks.
Okay.
The biggest addition was a safety, Coy Parrish from Minnesota. Going from Minnesota to Oregon, that's a pretty big jump.
Yeah.
Dylan Thiemann solidifies his status as a three-step safety in the upcoming draft. So
I think the biggest thing for Oregon, though, is not even in the portal. The biggest thing is that Dante Moore came back.
Yeah. Number 6, Ohio State. James Smith, defensive tackle from Alabama.
And
Quay Russaw both move over from.
Let me ask you this, Andy, because I heard this discussion.
Do those guys, I mean, are they like they're a package deal wherever they go?
That's what I was going to tell you. Well, yes, number 1, yes.
Okay.
They made that clear in high school. They were a package
Yeah.
deal. So this is an interesting question because I heard an Alabama-based broadcaster the other day talking about this. I can't believe we let Quay Russaw get away. Middle of the season last year, Quay Russaw lost his starting job to Jan Zapier. So going into this year, Jan Zapier is your number 1 edge guy. He's your number 1 guy at that position. You're going to pay him like a number 1 edge guy. Quay Russaw was number 1 edge guy going into last year, but he lost his starting job. I would imagine he probably wants to get paid about the same as Jan Zapier. Would you think so?
I would imagine so.
Are you going to pay him the same amount you're paying Jan Zapier when Jan Zay took his job at midseason last year?
I would highly doubt it.
I'm not. If I'm a general manager, why would I? I'm burning money at that point. I've got young guys I can use for depth, and I've got Jan Zapier, who only started half a season, had 9 sacks last year. So, I'm spending my money on Jan Zapier, and as soon as you heard that Quay Russaw was leaving, those of us Alabama fans who follow recruiting knew James Smith was going to be right behind him.
Right. Well, it's crazy. Texas Tech, again, you're seeing the same teams that flourished are doing well in the portal, and there's a reason for that because they're the ones spending the money. Brendan Sorsby, quarterback from Cincinnati, moves over to Texas Tech. Is Texas Tech another playoff team?
Yes, in that conference, yes. BYU is the only thing that could keep them out of the playoffs. I think BYU is actually good enough to beat Texas Tech, and and keep them from winning the Big 12. And then the question is, does the Big 12 get 2 in?
Good. Well, if BYU can go, well, they ended up with what, 2 losses this year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they didn't get in.
I like BYU. I think, and I don't know where do they play each other and where. That's a good question.
All right.
But I like BYU's chances matched up with Texas Tech. They could both wind up in the playoff.
Miami Hurricanes, number 8. The addition, they finally settled the lawsuit with, what is it, Mensa?
Yep.
From Duke. So, was he that great of a quarterback?
It was good. He was at Tulane with John Summerall 2 years ago.
Okay.
Transferred to Duke, had a big year last year, and then Miami, in a playoff run, they kind of got hung out there and we need a quarterback. Right?
It's worked for them for the couple of years now.
It has.
So.
That's going to be their formula. They're going to build the rest of the team the way they build it, and then they're going to go find a veteran quarterback with skills, and put them in there every year and see what they can do.
We'll round out the top 10, and we'll take a break. Ole Miss, number 9.
Ole Miss had some big gets in the portal.
Offensive tackle from LSU is their biggest. Carius Curran, I guess. I don't know. C-U-R-N-E. I don't know. And Texas A&M taking Isaiah Horton from Alabama, the wide receiver.
Yeah, Isaiah Horton's a good player. He's not going to replace what they lost. He's not the guy they lost.
Yeah,
but he's a big, rangy target.
Concepcion.
Yeah, he's not going to replace Concepcion, but
Carver's back.
But he is a big, rangy target.
Yeah, so
I like what Ole Miss did in the portal, but getting Trinidad Chambliss back is monstrously huge.
And what is Deuce Knight thinking now?
Well, if I'm Deuce Knight, you knew this.
You're getting paid either way.
You
I guess.
knew this was a possibility.
Yeah.
You didn't go to Ole Miss going, there's no way he wins that case. You didn't do that. You knew this.
He might have. I don't know.
I mean, if he did, somebody should have sat him down.
Yeah.
But no, I think it actually works out good because, Trinidad, their offense isn't going to change much. The guy they hired as the OC is a Lane Kiffin guy. It's not going to change much. So there's no reason for Ole Miss. To me, I was thinking about this today, Andy. There are 8 Southeastern Conference teams, 8, that I think their fans will be disappointed if they're not in the playoffs this year. 8. And 8 of them ain't going to make the playoffs.
They're not going to get in there. No possible way. All right, let's take a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Along with fall, there's huge falling prices at Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor for all your tractor, implements, and riding lawnmower needs. All remaining Spartan mowers must go for next year's models. And besides the year-end low prices, you can still get 0% interest up to 60 months. Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor also has a huge selection of Mahindra tractors of all sizes with full implements packages that range from harvest or just getting your hunting site prepped. Mahindra also has up to 84 months 0% financing. So now's the time. Score big with the Lake's exclusive Spartan and Mahindra dealer. Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor, Highway 280 across from the Home Depot.
L&M Pawn and Gun, located in the USA Factory Stores in Opelika, is East Alabama and West Georgia's complete gun, tactical, and pawn shop. It invites the region to shop over 500 firearms in stock, on the floor, and ready for sale at the market's best values. At L&M Pawn and Gun, we specialize in all tactical guns, equipment, and parts, including AK-47 and AR-15s. Specialized parts for tactical guns as well as suppressors and other parts you can't find anywhere. L&M Pawn and Gun has it all in the USA Factory Stores in Opelika, or shop online, lmpawnandgun.com. Craving pizza done right? Come to Lake Martin Pizza, where flavor meets the lake, with 2 locations, 63 South in Alexander City and Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Grab a 14 or 18-inch specialty pizza or build your own masterpiece. Go half and half, your way. In a hurry, stop in for our lunch specials. Hot, fresh pizza by the slice, served daily. We've got more than just pizza. Try our fresh salads, cheesy breadsticks, garlic knots, and sweet cinnamon twists. Lake days, game nights, or family dinners, Lake Martin Pizza hits the spot every time.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We are located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. For any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and JJ here with you. Only about 30 more minutes left in tonight's show. Give us a call, 256-234-6221. We are looking at who did the best in the portal as far as football, NCAA football in 2026. BYU 11th. Oklahoma comes in at 12th. Keeping John Mateer, letting him come back. It was a disappointment, but I get part of it was an injury. I think part of it was injury. But they did they made the playoffs. So
Not a big believer in that offensive coordinator, and I think when we get, like we were talking about during the break, our hot seat discussions this summer, I think Brent Venables is going to be on that list.
Think so?
They would be one of those 8 teams in the SEC that I think fans are going to be sorely disappointed if they're not in the playoff.
Yeah. USC number 13, Louisville 14. LSU comes in at 15. Surprised that they're that low?
I am a little bit.
Sam Leavitt. I mean,
Sam Leavitt to me is not a $6 million quarterback. I'm sorry.
No,
he's not. I would take Darian Mensah all day before Sam Leavitt. But you've also got to realize Sam Leavitt's not going to be able to play this spring. He's got a Liz Frank fracture in his foot. It's a midfoot break. It's hard to get over. Sometimes can take up to a year. Sometimes can take up to 18 months. We'll see how fast he recovers from it. But they've already said he's not going to be able to do football in the spring.
Right.
So it's going to be mental reps all spring, right? So they pick up Hassan Longstreet, the backup at USC. Hope for him to be kind of a stopgap. That's another one. I mean, if LSU goes 8-4, spending $40 million on a roster, it's an abject failure, right?
I would say so.
I mean, that's not what they went and spent this money for to go 8-4 this year.
A lot of people say that their coach or their OC is a quarterback whisperer. Lane Kiffin is legitimately a quarterback whisperer, though.
Yeah.
Now, it's physical injury. You can't do anything about that.
That's
but
right.
He can coach somebody up for sure.
I mean, he took a punt returner at Alabama and made him an all-SEC quarterback. So.
True. Yeah. Iowa 16, SMU 17, Michigan 18, Washington 19, TCU 20. Alabama comes in at 21.
Yeah, Alabama was very strategic in the portal. It looked like for what they did.
Yeah. Devin Tompkins, defensive tackle from USC.
But there's also a big defensive tackle from Oregon that they signed too.
Terrence
Tompkins
Green
is kind of a 3-tech guy.
Yeah.
But the Terrence Green is going to play nose, and he's 6'5", 335, big presence in the middle.
Desmond, I don't know,
yeah, Zulu. Let's just call him
Zulu. Okay.
Yeah. It's Ueman Zulu or Ueman Zulu or something.
From South Carolina.
Zulu. He's going to be a guy on that strong side end. He's a pretty productive player at South Carolina. The biggest thing for Alabama is going to be what did they do on the offensive line. I love the kid they picked up from Cal Poly, and I understand a lot of people are like, oh, Cal Poly, but he was a 2-year starter. He started over 1,300 snaps. All-conference player. He's aggressive. He's big enough. He's 6'3", 305.
Yeah.
I fully expect him to start at center because somebody sent me some film on the guy. He's nasty. I mean, he's one of those guys that finishes blocks. You know what I mean? And Alabama needed that so bad last year. And then, you go out and hire a new offensive line coach with a background with Mike Tomlin and Bill Belichick and Dan Lanning and June Jones and new tight ends coach that you hired from Louisville, who also was an offensive line coach. And both him and the new offensive line coach have been run game coordinators at previous stops. So there's been a lot of attention paid to this running game sucks.
Yeah.
We got to get better. You know what I mean?
That was a legitimate ad.
Yeah.
All right, Penn State comes in at number 22.
Love what Penn State did. I mean, tough situation because James Franklin took a lot of players. Jim Knowles took a lot of guys to Tennessee with him. So here comes Matt Campbell's like, I'll just bring my Iowa State roster.
Yeah. True. And Rocco, the quarterback, I mean,
Rocco Beck,
he was pretty good. Arizona State comes in at 23. Tennessee comes in at 24. Chaz Coleman, the edge from Penn State, their biggest pickup.
Not able to get a quarterback out of the portal. They thought they had Sam Leavitt for a minute. And that would have been interesting. What does Joey Aguilar do if Sam Leavitt? I mean, you know what I mean? Does he just go in the portal and wait for his court case to get resolved? I mean, I don't know.
Good question.
Tennessee. I don't worry about Tennessee and quarterback that much. I sort of expect Heupel to coach good quarterbacks. I worry about Tennessee for other reasons.
Yeah.
They missed the playoffs this year after being in it 2 years ago. If they miss it again, are Tennessee fans going to start getting a little restless? That's a good question, I think.
And the Utah Utes come in at 25. Surprised Auburn's not in the top 25, just by the sheer volume.
A little bit, mainly because of Byron Brown.
I would say that would be a huge top recruit. To me, that alone would put them in the top 25 on transfer portal guys. Yeah.
But again, I don't look at the rankings on transfer portal guys. To me,
oh yeah, did you fill your needs?
To me, it's about filling needs, right?
Yeah.
And we're not going to know that until you see the teams play.
Well, what kind of offensive line did Auburn bring in? That's going to be the biggest thing. I mean, you can. To me, you lose Cam Coleman. I get that. You lose Malcolm Simmons. I get that. But you bring in those guys from South Florida. Those guys could play.
That to me, and then there's other questions like for me at Auburn, like who's going to handle the edge and are they going to be productive?
Mm-hmm.
What about the corners? Because didn't both corners go?
Yeah, well, Pleasant was back. I mean, he was good last year.
But I mean,
he was fine.
Starters.
2 starters left.
Yeah,
yep.
that's tough.
It is.
So, those are things you gotta overcome. But Byron Brown alone to me would put you in my top 25 of portal rankings. But again, to me, you can glean so much more off of recruiting rankings than you can portal rankings. Because the portal, you got to fill your needs, and in recruiting, you can just kind of look at the overall talent of the class.
Yeah.
I go, okay, you brought in a good influx of talent, right? So to me, it's a little more to glean there. But, we'll see. I mean, I thought LSU was ranked a little low on there, but,
Yeah.
But, I mean, they added some dudes, man. I mean,
they did. But everybody adds dudes.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take another break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Thunderbolt Lightfoot at Oscar's Cafe on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, Alabama is looking to see you today. Now, let me tell you, they got great food. They've always had great food all these years. Now, they still got that atmosphere. They still got that service. They still cater. Let me stop right there. 15 to 415 they can handle. So give them a call today at Oscar's, Highway 49 South in Dadeville. 256-825-4827.
Hillaby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hillaby Towers in Alexander City.
2025 RVs are here. Be the first to see the latest and greatest from your favorite manufacturers and lock in special show pricing at your local Camping World.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Inspired by the bold bison, Southern Union students blaze new trails every single day. They press forward knowing their SU education will lead them to success. Affordable, accessible, and locally unparalleled. Whether you're transitioning to a university or launching straight into a lucrative career, a degree from SU SDC can help you blaze your path. 3 locations, dedicated faculty and staff, endless possibilities. It's all waiting for you at Southern Union. It's time to venture forward. Register today.
S&S Tire is the #1 tire and service dealer in the entire Lake Martin region for reasons. First, S&S works on all makes and models, including imports, and our advanced trained ASE Master Tech can pinpoint and correct problems before they happen. S&S Tire sells by volume, and that allows us to demand the best price on all major brands, including Michelin, Goodyear, and Toyo. Most importantly, S&S Tire and Auto lives, works, worships, and interacts in our home community. S&S Tire, #1 for many reasons, but most importantly, #1 for your satisfaction.
2025 RVs are here. Be the first to see the latest and greatest from your favorite manufacturers and lock in special show pricing at your local Camping World.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and JJ here with you. Georgia down 25-19 to Kentucky right now. 7:41 left in the first. And Texas over LSU 31-25, 32-25, 5:09 left in the first half of that game.
Yeah, those, like I said, I think the Georgia-Kentucky game has a chance to be interesting, but, we'll see.
And as far as Auburn's concerned, the Bats are quiet tonight. It's 4-0 Cincinnati in the top of the 8th, and they still got runners on. So not looking good for the good guys tonight.
No.
All right, JJ, let's do something a little fun here.
Okay.
Let's do a little rank 'em. The dearly departed Robert Duvall, maybe one of the finest actors that we've seen.
Hall of Famer. If they have
no
such a
question.
thing. Yeah.
Born 1931, died 2026, 95 years old. I mean,
when I heard that, was it day before yesterday that he passed?
Mm-hmm.
I told my wife that, and she goes, "Wow, did you realize he was 95?" I was like, "No, I did not." I would have guessed early 80s, mid 80s, something 83, 84, 85. I would not have guessed 95.
And acted all the way up until, I think, 2023 or 2024. So, I mean, he was still getting it done.
He's one of those guys, to me, it's like Gene Hackman is this way.
Yeah.
I'll watch anything he's in. You know what I mean? If he's in it, I will watch it.
I would equate both of those guys in the same class. Yep. That's a good comparison. All right, these are 10 of the finest movies, or
you realize
greats.
You're leaving one out.
Am I?
Yeah.
Which one is that?
Godfather 2.
Well, I consider The Godfather in all of it.
So we're just going to kind of all-encompassing The Godfather.
Yeah.
Okay,
Same character.
I got you.
Okay. So I'm going to let you rank these. And you can throw out some, if there's one on here that you don't like, or if there's one on here that you would prefer to put on it or not put on it. Maybe there's one on here you haven't seen.
I'm trying to figure it out. There's 3 on here that I haven't seen.
Okay, let me know.
I have not seen Joe Kidd.
Okay.
I have not seen The Great Santini. and I have not seen Tender Mercies.
That's the one actually he won the Academy Award for.
Was Tender Mercies?
Tender Mercies.
Okay.
Best actor. He was nominated.
Give me a quick plot synopsis
of Tender Mercies.
Yeah.
The Merle Haggard story. It's not, but that's essentially kind of the character he played.
I got you.
He was a country singer.
I just never heard of it.
Really?
In fairness, I was 12 when the movie came out. So.
That's true. No, 1983. Yeah, that'd be about right. The Great Santini, he was a hardcore military guy, and his son had a complicated relationship with his son, who was I forget what his name was, the main star of all things Caddyshack. The kid, the golfer.
Oh yeah.
He was not Danny. There you go. Thank you. Nominated for best supporting, or I think best supporting actor for that one. Nominated for best supporting actor for Apocalypse Now. Nominated for best supporting actor for The Godfather, and nominated for best actor in The Apostle.
Well, I will tell you this. I'll take those three, Joe Kidd, The Great Santini, and Tender Mercies.
Okay.
And you can put them 8, 9, and 10 in any order.
Okay.
I haven't seen them, and I cannot rank them accordingly.
All right.
The other 7 I have seen.
All right.
And I like very much.
1972, you had The Godfather. Apocalypse Now, 79. You had Colors, 1988. Lonesome Dove, taking the whole series, 1989. Days of Thunder, 1990, Falling Down, 1992, and 1997 you had The Apostle. He'd been in 100 movies. I just picked these out.
7 and 6, because we know who my 10, 9, 8 are.
Okay.
My 7 and 6 are going to be Days of Thunder and Colors.
Okay.
Days of Thunder is an entertaining movie. It's not a great movie. It's an entertaining movie.
It's very entertaining.
It's a wild ride. It's fun. It is what it is.
He's believable as a pit NASCAR guy.
Yeah. Colors is also a very entertaining movie, very violent movie.
It was gritty at the time.
Gritty. I would probably put Colors, because of a more serious subject matter, a little bit ahead of Days of Thunder.
Okay.
So I'll go Days of Thunder 7 and Colors at 6. I would put Falling Down at 5.
Great movie.
It is a fun movie to watch too, because there's interesting things going on.
Yeah.
And it's
Michael Douglas.
A little bit like Apocalypse Now, because you journey with the main character through his descent into madness, right?
Sure.
That is. So did you do the same thing?
Same. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would put Falling Down at 5. That leaves me at number 4. I'm gonna go Lonesome Dove at 4.
Gus McCrae.
Yeah, I love Lonesome Dove. Then I'm going to put 3. I'm going to put The Apostle, because I think it's a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote it, he directed it, he produced it. That was his baby. Starred in it, and it's phenomenal. If you've never seen The Apostle, go watch it. 2, I'm going to go Apocalypse Now. This is a tough choice. Apocalypse Now to The Godfather, number 1.
Well, he was in such a small role in Apocalypse Now.
Yeah.
He stole the scene.
Yeah. I like the smell of napalm in the morning.
I love
Victory. Right?
Love the smell of napalm.
Yeah, no, great character in that movie too. And then The Godfather is Tom.
Surfing in Vietnam. Who would have thought?
Now, I still can't believe that Open Range is not on this list. Because if it were, Open Range would, to me,
we can replace that with Joe Kidd.
Would rank 4th.
Okay.
Behind The Godfather, Apocalypse Now, and The Apostle, and then Open Range.
Okay.
Boss Spearman.
He was very good in that, and that is a great movie. No question about it. I would. I mean, you got to go number one, Godfather.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just.
A man's got a right to protect his property and his life. And we ain't going to let no lawman or no rancher and his lawman take either.
That's true. I love that, they go in there and buy the cigar and the candy.
And the candy,
yeah.
And
the guy, he said, what does it taste like? He said, I don't know. Never tasted it. Can't afford it. But, Tom Hagen, great character, consigliere.
Yeah.
For the Godfather.
And then Michael removes him as the consigliere in Godfather 2.
Because he's not a wartime.
Because he's not a wartime consigliere.
That's
and he
right.
wants him to go to Vegas and set up things to move the family to Vegas.
There you go. I have seen Tender Mercies. I have not seen The Great Santini. I've seen bits and pieces of it. I've never watched it from beginning to end. Love Days of Thunder. I love all these. I would probably put The Apostle a little higher than you, even because if that movie's on, I'll watch it. I go by which one of these, when it's on, do I watch all the time. Apocalypse Now, I've seen it. I'm good. I mean, it's a hard sit through for me.
Here's the great thing about Apocalypse Now. When I got to college, I had not seen Apocalypse Now at the time, right? I had heard about it, it's a legendary movie. You hear about legendary movies.
Sure.
And so I had an English Lit 2 class. And I had kind of a young hippie professor, right? And had the beard, kind of long hair stuff. And anyway, the entire quarter, we were on quarters, not semesters back then. The entire quarter, we would read Joseph Conrad's Heart of Darkness, which is what Apocalypse Now is based on.
Okay.
We would read The Heart of Darkness, 2 chapters, and then we'd come in and we'd watch Apocalypse Now up to that point in the movie. And then we would compare the two. Because Heart of Darkness is a journey through the African Congo. Apocalypse Now, obviously, is Vietnam. So it's 2 different things, but the characters are the same, the story's the same. It just follows a different,
Interesting.
But, yeah, and so we did that, and then at the end, on the last day, we watched the whole movie without stopping, and then we had to write an essay comparing the book and the movie. And that was all we did. The entire quarter was watch that movie and read 1 book.
So it takes place in the Congo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a journey. It's Kurtz, Colonel Kurtz is in it, and it's the same thing. The soldier sent to assassinate Colonel Kurtz. Yeah.
Interesting.
Martin Sheen in that movie, the kind of famous scene early in that movie when he's in the hotel room or bedroom or whatever. He's in his tidy whities, and it shows him like crying, and he's doing karate moves, and he's just, just kind of going crazy, right? Apparently, Martin Sheen had a nervous breakdown, and they filmed it. So a lot of what you see in that scene is Martin Sheen having a nervous breakdown, probably brought on by heavy drug use.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Let's take one more break, and we'll be back with one final segment right after this.
If you're tired of the same old and you're hungry for something really good, then it's time to go to JR's Sports Bar and Grill. JR's has the best fingers and wings around, and their menu is loaded with appetizers, burgers, salads, and so much more. Follow JR's on their Facebook to keep up with their live music events and drink specials. And if after a long day you just want to stay in, remember JR's delivers. Call in your order at 256-329-2328. JR Sports Bar and Grill, 145 Alabama Street in Alexander City.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open. Located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area. And they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all. Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631.
or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state, options selected by customer availability, and eligibility may vary.
Russell Medical Total Fitness is ready. Are you? Do you have arthritis? They can help. Pilates are for everyone. Ask them about the Silver Sneakers program. Get moving in a class now, or if you prefer, personal training on land and water are available. They have invested in new equipment for you. Invest in yourself with a dedicated and knowledgeable staff. Call today, 256-329-7623.
Satterfield Outdoor Living is Lake Martin's trusted friend for your outdoor land and leisure needs. We're the region's authorized Skag mower dealer for residential and commercial lawns and offer all the small engine accessories you need with top lines of Steel, Echo, Shindaiwa, Husqvarna, and Metabo products that can tame any landscape. Satterfield is also your grill headquarters with Big Green Egg Grill, and our pros service everything in-house and back up all sales. Get the Satterfield Outdoor difference on Highway 280 right across from Tallapoosa Ford.
Zaxby's birthday cake milkshakes are back. Just in time for Zaxby's 35th birthday, so they're gifting you half-off handcrafted milkshakes. Happy birthday to us all. Zaxby's handcrafted milkshakes. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of Sports Blitz Live on this Tuesday evening. Closing things out, we'll do a little airing of grievances. Or you an Olympic guy?
No.
You've been watching? I haven't watched any of
Yeah.
You don't care?
You might talk me into watching a Summer Olympics event here and there, but I got I'm not a figure skating or hockey kind of guy.
No. Well, I told Jim this morning, I mean, I like this ski jump. And I'm obsessed with the curling.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I don't either.
It's like it's shuffleboard on ice with large stones.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't. But I find it interesting. I mean, the sliding around. I don't know what it is. But anyway, I got nothing tonight. I mean, too upsetting.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing too upsetting for me. If I was going to air a grievance this week, it would be the same grievance that I've had for weeks and in some case years. And there's a linebacker at the University of Montana who was granted a 9th year of eligibility. Joey Aguilar, if he gets his injunction, will be playing his 8th season out of high school.
Stop. Just stop.
And then they go, and then the NCAA goes, well, we can't really enforce our rules. It's like, hell, you don't try. You granted the kid in Montana a 9th year, but then you tell Joey Aguilar, sorry, kid. Trinidad Chambliss, sorry, kid. And I know the kid at Montana lost. He did legitimately lose, 3 seasons because he was hurt a lot.
Yeah.
That happens. I'm all for a medical red shirt. One of them.
Yeah.
But 9, he's going to be 26, 27 years old.
Auburn's going to have a 30-year-old punter at some point. But I mean, he played rugby. I get that. He never played college football. He's over in Australia.
Yeah.
I get the European guys playing basketball want to come over. Never went to college. I get that. But
professional ball, though?
I mean.
I don't know. I'm just. They're going to have to redefine what a professional athlete is. And
they're redefining everything else.
And whether or not they're eligible to play college sports. And the NCAA needs to make that decision, set the definition, and then hold to it. And if you got to go to court, you got to go to court. But at least you're applying the rule evenly to everyone and not deciding it on a player-by-player basis.
And that'll wrap up tonight. We appreciate all of you out there being with us. Be sure to join us next Tuesday. Same bat time, same bat channel. Join us on the Auburn Blitz tomorrow from 12 to 1 and join Brett and Faith in the morning at 8 o'clock for the Auburn Blitz podcast. He's JJ, I'm Andy. So long for now, everybody. We'll talk again soon.
Ivy Creek Healthcare is excited to showcase their newest clinic, Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin, located conveniently near the main entrance to Stillwater's on Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin is an urgent care with walk-ins welcome. Whether you need lab work, x-rays, or immediate care, find comfort here at Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin. Ivy Creek, here when you need us most. 256-827-5379.